Hola from the West Side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 Hola from the West Side. Happy Friday, y'all. I know I'm running a little late, and I'm not on camera quite yet, but I will be on a little bit later on, but I'm still setting up. I hope everybody had a great week, and a good Friday. I am pleased to say that I got the vlog up that I needed to get up. But let me just do a little housekeeping because I know YouTube doesn't always send out the notifications. So I'm going to send out and let people know that I am on live. All right, so I have posted so that people know that I'm in here. And thank you to whoever has already been by and giving me a thumbs up before I even started. Shouts out to whoever that subscriber is. So today was the day that Coming to America came out. And I, of course, watched it in the midnight hour because I wanted to see it when it first came out. And, without giving anything away, because I don't know who's seen it and who hasn't, I thought it was a good effort. Obviously, it's not going to be as funny as the original one, but it was funny. And Leslie Jones was a great addition. I think that was a really good move. Not that she had any on-screen chemistry with, Eddie Murphy, Prince Hakeem, but I liked how they interwove the story with her, basically superimposed her back into the original time frame so that everything made sense. I also I really liked the fact that they brought so many of the original cast back. Now, as I had stated before, Allison Dean, who played Lisa's younger sister, had a falling out years ago with Eddie Murphy over who knows what. But it appears she did not want to be part of the new movie. Now, I mean, she's been working, pretty much on various projects since then.
But I haven't seen Sharon Headley on anything recently, so I think this was good for her to get her back out there. Because up until this point, I think the only things that we really knew in regards to Sherry Headley is that she had done this movie. She had then gone on and she was on All My Children for a while, and that she is the ex-wife of Play from Kid and Play, and that they have a child together. But other than that, not much. Not much at all. But I did think it was a good movie. Love the costuming. Love the fact that they give reference to Madge Sinclair, who is no longer with us, who played Akeem's mother in the original one. And I'm glad that James Earl Jones was in it. And I'm also glad that they bring closure to not only they bring closure to what happened to the girl that Akeem was supposed to marry. But overall, if you have Prime, I highly suggest that you see this movie, only because if you saw the original movie back in the day, it will bring back memories, because they do have flashbacks, and you get to see most of the original cast is in the movie. Those that are still with us for the most part. So I thought that was really good. Now I know that there's been like some controversy around a statement that Eddie Murphy made in regards recently when he was on the Jimmy Kimmel show, in regards to the original movie. And this, I don't know why this is a surprise, but okay, so let's dive into it real quick. So, Eddie and Arsenio intimated that when the first Coming to America movie was made, that Paramount Pictures would not allow him to have an all-black cast. And that doesn't surprise. And so that was the reason that Louis Anderson was part of the original cast, because they wanted, he was someone who was not black, non-black. That was funny, that, Eddie obviously knew, and he added them to the movie. Now, we all know that Queens in the 80s was not all black. And it was a mixed and a diverse population. However, I think that Eddie Murphy was trying to do what, we've been trying to do ever since then, is, get as many, make it as many, get jobs for as many of us as possible on his projects. And it just is what it is. It's about representation. Yet there are, haters on the internet who are trying to say that Eddie is racist because he wanted it to be an all-black cast. But let's think about this. Most most movies are all non-black casts, even for roles that historically were black people. Let's think about Cleopatra, shall we? And as beautiful as Elizabeth Taylor was, Cleopatra was a black woman with beautiful brown skin, like myself. Yet and still, I'm trying to think, have I seen any movie where Cleopatra was represented properly as a black woman? And I honestly can't think of one. Yeah, I really can't. So therein lies the problem. So with that being said, you know, it's very ironic that people are trying to imply that. See, Parker, I am so sorry you got timed out by Nightbot. I don't even know what you said. I don't even know what you said because Nightbot didn't let me see it. How are you, C. Parker? As soon as you can type again, I'll fix that. You know, Nightbot is just temperamental. Nightbot barely comes into my live streams. You know, I don't know why Nightbot is here today. I mean, I haven't seen you in weeks, Nightbot. In weeks. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where you been? Where you been? You ain't been modding in my channel. Anyway, back to Eddie Murphy. I find it just very ironic that people want to imply that what Eddie Murphy was trying to do back in the 80s was racist. It wasn't racist. It was about representation in a story that he made up that he wanted to tell. And he wanted our people to be represented in it. I mean, you know, it's not so far-fetched, is it? Now we have Black Panther now, but first we had, you know, Hakeem from Zamunda, another fictional African country. Hey, AKA James. You know, so I don't think that it was racist on Eddie Murphy's part to want an all-black cast, but Paramount Pictures is where the buck stopped. So they won, and Louis Anderson was in the original movie, and he was also reprised his role in the new movie. And hey, Louis Anderson is a funny guy, you know. So I don't think that he minded being the quote-unquote token for coming to America. But, you know, I mean, that's the case with most movies that are about, you know, people of color. We're not able to make our movies with just us, you know, because movie studios want to have a non-black face in it because they feel that if we're the only ones in the movie, we're the only ones who are going to go see our movie. Well, here's a news flash, Hollywood. we go to see movies that we're not represented in too. And before COVID, we were a large percentage of your movie going public. But now, since we've gone through this, now people, well, everybody's got a fire stick, pretty much. And everybody's got one of the, multiple streaming services. So I think that it's going to be, very difficult to get people to go back into movie theaters. Now, they might be doing that down in Texas, because the states of Texas, Mississippi, just about every red state, as a matter of fact, where the governor is a Republican, are lifting mask mandates. Geez, you guys. Why are we as a country so stupid and feel so entitled? I'll be right back, you guys. I'm coming right back. I gotta go grab something. My eyes are itching. My eyes are itching because we've been having all these windy conditions around here. So now, had to put some eye drops in my eyes. Ooh, now I can see clearly. But it's crazy. It's crazy to see that. I think it's like about 12 states that are talking about lifting the mask mandates. I've got a lot of family in Texas. Let me just say this. A lot of family there. But in talking to the majority of my family via Facebook, a lot of people are not going to just start taking off their masks, even though they're no longer going to be mandated. But I think that's a foolish move on those governors' parts in those states to lift the mask mandate. I believe that they're doing it prematurely because, number one, we don't know in regards to the vaccine if people can still get the virus. We don't know. There's, unknown factors in regards to that. Number two, we don't have enough people in our country who have taken the vaccine for us to be at the level of herd vaccination. We already know that this is not going to get wiped out completely. So I don't get these governors in these states who are going against the science and against what science is telling them and just doing what they want. And ultimately putting people at risk when we now have more contagious variants floating around our country that can be asymptomatic in some people who are then what you would call carriers. Like, geez, man, why? Thankfully, the state that my dad lives in, is not one of those states that's lifting the mask mandate. And I just think that this is just going to push our country back to a level that it was at before. I really do. At least in those states. Now, the rest of us, where I am, we have been doing really, really good. And then we had one day where we got over 2,000 cases. And I didn't stutter. We got over 2,000 cases in one day. Positive. Majority of them, the variants. But we have been going with very few cases. So I don't know if we're going to make it to the purple tier, which is we'll make it out of the purple tier to the red tier, which is the tier where you can start to open things up, to open the schools up. I know that in other parts of the country, they have started opening up the schools. And regardless of this virus, we have found that for most children, especially our younger children, and more especially our children who have special needs, like autism, that not being able to learn in person has been detrimental. We have kids that I think are already like a year behind because of how things have had to be taught, because some of them need more one-on-one. I mean, and I don't know if a one-on-one Zoom with their teacher is going to be beneficial, especially if you're talking about a child who is on the autism spectrum. You know, because unless it's something that they're interested in, they have an attention span the size of a gnat. I know from personal experience with my son. When he was growing up, I could only imagine what these parents have been going through. Now, don't get me wrong. Some kids, distance learning has been beneficial for, and for some of them, they have thrived in this environment academically. But for the majority of the kids, even if they did thrive academically, they have still had to deal with not being able to socialize. Some kids have had to deal with, bouts of depression. I mean, and then we've had this crazy stuff with the fentanyl. We've got kids that have had easy access to it and are literally able to get it, and then poof, they're gone. And I know that was like going in a whole nother situation, but I mean, not being able to be in a classroom for most kids, I believe, has been very detrimental. Homeschooling is not for all children. For some kids will thrive in a homeschool schooling environment. And I think that during this time that we've been going through, where a lot of kids have been forced into the homeschooling environment, we found out that we found out exactly what we already knew. Homeschooling is not ideal for a lot of kids. Now, were there kids that were being homeschooled all along? Absolutely. And I think the kids that were already being homeschooled prior to what we're going through, this wasn't as much of a bump in their academic road as it is for the ones who had never had to deal with that. So I'm getting ready. Got my little candle lit. Smells like citrus right here. I got my water. I got my libation. I've got my music going. And where are my glasses? And I have my glasses. So I will be coming on camera shortly. Just want to finish a couple more thoughts, because once I start painting, my thoughts are not as verbal. Then I start talking about what I'm painting. So, I think that this is going to be, it's going to be a challenge for us as a country to get our kids back where they need to be academically. Sadly, our country is not the best education-wise in the first place. Our public education in many parts of the country leaves a lot to be desired. It really, really does. But we'll see what happens. And it looks like it's going to be a few weeks in regards to that stimulus that everyone's waiting for. The $1,400 and potential $2,000 a month thereafter. Let me see. Let me move this out the way. Let me turn on my camera so you guys can see me. Let me see, where is it? There we go. There we go. All right, let me move it over to here. It's my glass. Let me move it over here. I'll deal with that later. All right, so here we go. My glasses on. And I'm not all dolled up for you guys tonight on a Friday night. I'm kind of, no makeup. My natural. And my hair is where it normally is, on top of my head. So I did do some painting earlier. So let me see, where is my brush that I was using. It's the black, oh, there it is. The black one. Right here. And let me see where we're going to start. Because, let me grab that. There we go. All right, so let's see. Now I'm just kind of filling in places down here. So that's what I'm doing. Just looking to see. Okay. So now I'm going to use note. Let me just start. Try to find the places where this color is now. So this is the color I'm going to be using, because now we've gone into the painting portion of my live. This is the color I'm going to be using. First, let me just get a little water on my brush, just so it's soft. It's soft. So now I'm going to find the places where this particular color is. There we go. It's a couple of places. That's a 20. Let me just see. There's a few places down here where I have to put it. And this is like a very light green. Different color green. Sure. Let me look at. Gotta look at my color. Look at my actual picture. There is a little green in there. I'm gonna come back to that. So we're gonna come back to that one. Just gonna fill in some other. Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm going through and I'm filling in just some of these ones down here so that we don't have all that white down there anymore. So where is the color I'm looking for? I'll move this out of the way. I'm looking for a specific color. Oh, there it is. So now I'm gonna, there's a couple of areas that are this color. This is like a salmon. I think I was painting with this the other day. I don't know if you guys can see the real color, but it's a salmon for anybody that comes through. All right. So now I'm going to go on and just grab the areas where this particular one is. I told y'all I get quiet when I start getting into the painting because I just have to concentrate when I'm looking for the colors. Oh, wrong color. Wrong color. I was looking so hard. I thought that was that color. And it's this other color that's very close. So this is the one. This is a more salmon color. So I closed the other pot. This is the other pot that I had. Closing it. And now I'm going to put this in pieces. Now I'm going to look on the thing on my here. I don't know what that color is right next to it, so I can see what color I got in. Right next to that. That's down here. And I found it. And the color right next to it is 24. Oh, okay. So let me just get that off of there. Now I'm going to use a different brush. Hey, Six Figures. Yeah, I'm just painting now. I was talking earlier, but I'm painting more than I'm talking now. But I was talking about the Eddie Murphy, the new movie, and, you know, my thoughts on it. I personally liked it, you know, but, you know, if you're not a fan of the first movie, you might not. I thought Leslie Jones killed it. I thought she killed it. Alright, so this is just like a black that goes right next to it. Even though when I put this on the canvas, it doesn't look black. But it's close. Now I'm looking to see any other places this particular color is down here. Yep, like right here. So that's a big area. Yeah, because this is the flowers. And they've got a bunch of different colors. But in the end, it's going to look like a flower. In the end, it's going to look like a flower. Just get that in there. And I'm looking to see where else this particular color is, because this is a really, really dark color. And I don't see it in this area. I see the color right next to it, so I'm going to go back in with that color. So let me wipe off my brush. I watched it I watched the movie at like 12:30 this morning. I was one of those people that wanted to, you know, basically as soon as Amazon allowed it to be seen on the West Coast, I was in there. Let me just wipe this off. I don't think I want to use the same brush though. This is now a purple, but I need a thin brush. I need a thinner brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay with this one. But this color that I'm painting now is a dark purple. I thought it was good. I mean, I don't think it was as funny as the original, but you know. But I think that bringing it back to Queens, and just coming up with that storyline. I thought that was good. Get this purple in here. I'm trying to see if that's. See, that's the color I was just coloring with a minute ago. I'll have to come back in with that. But I'm going to do this one now. Yeah, because this is a purple that goes in there. And there's a couple of areas that I need to get it in there so that we can get some more definition on these flowers. Right here. Let me see if I can get this one. There we go. So you can see what else this color is. It's a deep purple. But earlier I was in a all white party that Lady Snoop was doing. Shouts out to Lady Snoop. I thought that it was a good effort, even though the crazy dude came into her chat and kind of tried to he really started doing some stupid stuff. I think he was trying to get her live snatched down. That's just my personal opinion. Because he was being very disrespectful, not only to her as the host, but he was just saying some crazy stuff. Calling women out of name. I'm surprised she let him stay up there as long as she did. She tried, then she finally just had to kick him off because, he was just being downright disrespectful. It was like he was a KS clone. He was up there saying some of that same stupid rhetoric that we hear many times coming from KS, and I don't even listen to the dude. I am looking for this specific color, but I think it just may not. I think I've gotten the ones that are down here because it looks like the other ones are the color right next to it. Oh no, there's one. There it is. That's why I kept looking, because I felt like there was more of that color. Oh man. I tell you guys, the next painting that I paint for you guys will not be taking as long as this one. This is taking a long time, isn't it, y'all? But it is so detailed. Y'all have no idea. They're like, it's not like, it's just a lot of detail. And I don't expect it to look just like the painting, but I paint, so I expect it to look Close enough. Did y'all know what I was trying to copy? There we go. And I do think I have more now. At least in this particular area, because this is really the area that I'm trying to fill in. So I'm like going down the colors. All right, so I think I got all of this particular color. I'm checking. And I do think I did in this area. Yep. That's about it. Okay, so moving right along, I'm moving to my next color. Oh yeah, the first one and Six Figure Days, they do flashbacks. They're gonna do flashbacks to the original one. And that's why I'm saying those of us who saw the original movie will appreciate that. You know, we'll appreciate that. All right, get this darker purple off of here because now I'm going to come in with, now I'm going to use this purple right here. It's a lighter purple. It's still like a grape color. It's like a grape color. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to get in all of the purples so that when I go back in, I just go back in and put the other colors. Let's see, where is it? This one. There we go. And see, like right there, I've got all those different colors around there, blues and everything. Then it goes into purples. And I guess that's all of the colors that, you know, it takes to make it look realistic, to show the different shadings according to, I guess, the lighting. To do it, you know, really in Van Gogh style. Which one am I in now? 22. There we go. Let's see. It's just weird, you know, all the different colors that you are painting to make something look one color. Looking. I know it's weird how I'm going and jumping around on here. But there's a method to my madness. There is a method to my madness. What's that? Yep, that sure is. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the other color real quick. Grab that one. And where was the other one? Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other color real quick. I'm going to go back to the darker purple real quick. Because I found a place. Alright. Let's see. I knew I was going to find one that was that other color as soon as I moved out of it. See? Same thing right here. So that's the 22. So I'll go back to the 22. Make sure there was two of this color that I found when I went in to start doing the color after it. So now I'm going back in and grabbing them real quick. And the reason is so that when I'm ready to paint the next color, I think that was it. It was just a couple places that I needed to jump back in that color for. So I see them all. Let me see. Yep. Doing art. I know. Let me see what you guys are saying. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the color that I was painting, which is the other purple. Oh, no. I lied. So I found one more. Found one more of this color. And I'm trying to make sure that I lost it. I lost it. There it is. There it is. That's a big area too. That's a big area to miss. All right, so now I am going to go back to the other color. But you see what I'm trying to do? Trying to not have all these little gaps in here so that I can finally just concentrate on the top portion of this picture. So that's why I'm jumping around to all these different colors tonight. And I think I'm going to do something. Let me see what color it is. I'm going to do these two. And I need a different brush because I'm jumping from purple to brown. Now I'm painting some browns. Y'all see how I'm doing this? But it's method. This is a brown, chocolate. Chocolate. Now I would do a live stream tomorrow painting, but I'm going to be on set tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to be on a movie set for a movie that well, this one I'm like the production assistant on this one. I'm not in this one, but I have to set up some of the props so that when the actors get on set, they just have to finish because it's set around Christmas. Hence, I'm gonna get there early, and when they get on set, I will have they'll find that the Christmas tree is partially decorated. It's supposed to be a poor looking tree, but even if you pull, you know how we do, we still find a way to make our Christmas tree look good. So I got to make it look halfway decent for them, so that they don't really have to do that much when they're acting. And between two of the scenes, I have to make the tree, go from, basically looking half done to being more fully done. Because there's supposed to be some hours between the two scenes, So that's part of the stuff that I have to do tomorrow. Otherwise, I could come on here and do some painting with y'all. But since I gotta go do that, that's my other artistic side in the theater arts. I will not be online this weekend because we're going to be on set both tomorrow and Sunday. Actually, I may come on live on set and just talk to you guys, like maybe do a 30-minute live or something from the set, if I can. It just depends. Because I'm gonna be all masked up most of the time when I'm on set because I'm not in any of those scenes. So there's really no reason for me to not have a mask on. And the movies that I'm involved in are doing, they have COVID compliance officers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the industry is getting I guess they're doing what they have to do in order to be able to open back up. So I'm just looking to make sure I don't see this color that I've gotten. I think I got it. So now I'm going to go to the other color. Just making sure. Oh, no, there we go. This is this color that I have right now. This is this chocolate. I'm gonna just color it in. I'm just gonna color it in, you guys. Yep, the picture is coming along. It is coming along. In my head, I wonder how long it actually took Van Gogh to do the actual painting that he did. Because, you know, I mean, he didn't have a photograph, even though I do believe that we did have some type of cameras by the point. But I think he was doing it, you know, just from, you know, what he was seeing with his naked eye. So, I wonder how many days it took him to paint this. Or was, you know, he able to do this all in one sitting? Just wondering, you know. Because when, you know, when people do things like portrait paintings, those are generally things that take multiple sittings when you're painting people. So I'm assuming, this is just me assuming, that he didn't do it in one day. I'm making that assumption though. All right, so now I've done this color. And now I'm going to do this other color right here. And this is kind of like a black and brown mix. Maybe kind of like onyx color. Yeah, maybe like an onyx color, which is, you know, not a black, but it's black. And I know that probably made no sense, but you see the color, it looks in here. It looks chocolate in here. But on the canvas, it's like a gray black. It's weird. You know, sometimes you can't tell what it's going to look like on the canvas based on what it looks like in the paint pot. Sometimes you can't tell. But there's only a couple of areas that are this color down here. That's why I'm just looking for them so I can grab them and just drop it in and move on. There's the other one. Found the other area. I think what it is with this color is that the color that it looks on the canvas is dependent upon the color that's right next to it. And that's true with some of the other colors. Like some of these blues that I painted down here, I know that it's blue, but when you put it in there with the purples, it looks purple. So now I'm looking to see if I see any more of this dark color. And I don't down here. I don't. But I do see a couple of that other color that I was just working with. So Been on here for about an hour, but I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I know. Yeah, they do. I mean, well, because, you need blue to make purple. Because purple is a mixture of red and blue, which are primary colors. And that's how you make purple. For anyone who's interested in knowing. I mean, there's only a couple of colors that are primary. All these other colors are mixtures of other colors. Blue is a primary color. Purple is not. It's a secondary color. It's crazy. I learned all this stuff when I was going to school and everything. And it's amazing the stuff that decides to stick in your head. That's just one of those little fun facts. Knowing your primary colors, but we all should know our primary colors. We're all taught them. And yet, and still, some people don't know which colors are primary colors. Let's see, I think that was the only one I saw left of that one. Alright, so that was that. Now I'm going to paint the other color. These are purples again. These are purples again. But I couldn't paint it right away. I had to let the other color dry a little bit. And then that is that. Is that 20? Where's 20? I'll be able to tell. Just gotta find out the color. No, I think 20 is the light color. The blue. Let me look. Let's me look. Nope. It's all the color. It's all this color. That's what I thought. I just had to make sure. Just had to make sure. Now these flowers are starting to come to life. And I guess they're starting to look like paintings. Starting to look like a painting of flowers, y'all. It's starting to look like a painting of flowers. I'm just looking to see if I see anywhere else that this particular purple is. Before I close out. And I don't see it down. I see it up there, but I'm really looking to see if it's down here anywhere else. And I don't see it. I see the next color. There's 23. Up right there. Do one more. So I found this other. And one more of this other. This is going to See, like with these purples, I have to paint like parts of it at a time, just so you'll be able to see all of the colors at the end. All right, so now that's that. And now I see that. So I'm gonna let some of that dry, and I've got to go back in here and paint these colors in. So hopefully I can get all of this right here done. So this will be looking pretty much done, and then color in these little places right here. Do all of that. So we have most of the bottom of this picture done. And then we can just focus on the top half. That's what the hope is. I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because I gotta get up early in the morning, y'all. Gotta be on set. I gotta be on set tomorrow. I'm gonna be on set most of the day. Yeah. So that's gonna be, I'm gonna be doing my other artistic stuff tomorrow. You know, production work instead of the acting work. But by next month, I'll be back to working on another movie. You know, an actor and artist job is never done. You know, it's all part of me being an artsy girl. But I will be back on, let's see, I'm working on the next coffee talk. And I'm hoping that I will get that one out over the weekend. I'm just deciding if whether I'm going to do the one dealing with our hair, you know, Black women in our hair, or if I'm going to do the colorism one. So it just depends on which one. But I will have a coffee talk out by early next week. I'm also working on the next artsy Autism Mom Chronicles. But the newest Artsy Autism Mom Chronicles is out, and it's talking about singing bowls and the use of them with individuals on the autism spectrum. But the information is really good for all of us because sound and vibrations have a very healing and calming effect on all people, not just, you know, people on the spectrum. So really, you know, I invite you guys to go take a look at that video. It's less than 10 minutes, but it gives you some information about something that's been around for 6,000 years. Anyway, I will be back, you know, with my little pop-ups. I will be back with my next live stream, and one of the paint pots dropped. I'll get it when I get off on Monday. But until then, I will see you guys. I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll try to do a little live streaming while I'm on set tomorrow. We are going to be filming on location, so we're not, you know, filming at a studio. We're going to be filming, you know, outside. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace. I'm out. Happy Friday.